Hello. This here and these photos here are not my tongs, but just examples of what I call a pass-through style tong, where one half passes through the other half. And I saw a real good example of one a while back, and I have a photo of that I'll show right now. I apologize for the photo quality, but you can see this one is much thicker when compared to these. Anyway, I'm working out how to make these in my own style. So this here was my first, albeit unsuccessful, attempt at this pass-through style tong. So I didn't even bother to hot punch or to drill it for the rivet here. So, this style of tong is definitely not easy to make. But, once you get the hang of it, I mean, once you practice enough, probably it comes. So, this here, this blank here is my second attempt at the harder half. And I'm reasonably satisfied with this. This material is just ½ inch round, so it's very difficult to maintain enough here on either side. But like I said, I just want to, practice a few times with this stock and then see how I can work this. So, basically, you want to slice this open and then expand it, and then the other half, obviously this is just, a piece of round, but the other half, if it was, it would be formed more in a normal style of tong, would pass through. And from what I see, probably the back end of those tongs were all tapered, so it probably entered from the back in. So you can imagine if this jaw was similar to that, how that would work, and then the handles would line up one right on top of the other. So, would this be a superior style? I don't know. But it definitely is very slick. So I'm going to keep at it, and then hopefully in the very near future I'm going to make a video of me making a pair of these tongs. In one of the pictures of the this pass-through style that I showed, I remember that Blacksmith said that if, I said, well, how much would you charge to make a pair of these? And he said, oh, if you gave me even $100 US, I wouldn't, it was, so difficult. So, and the stock that he used for that one pair was much thicker. So, yeah, so I'm going to keep at it. We'll see what happens. A thing to keep in mind, the final thing I want to say is that for any blacksmithing project, you have to figure out the techniques that are needed, but then you also have to figure out the order that you have to perform those techniques, the steps, and then that, leads to a successful project. So, yeah, keep at it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, look out for this video in the near future. Here's some more customer touch marks for you to look at. Again, I want to reiterate that I don't make these, but a professional engraver I know here in Taiwan does. And, he just, if you sent me your design and specified the size you want it to be, it doesn't, you don't have to send the exact size, but just specify the size, and I can take that to him and get a quote. But recently he seems to have upped his prices a little bit. Not a lot, but just a little bit. And sometimes this can be a bit of a hassle for me, so I'm contemplating if I want to continue to do this or not. But for the time being, like I said, so long as you are clear about what you want, then I don't mind. So, think carefully before you send me a design, that's all. Before I sign out of this video, I want to thank a few guys for donations. That'd be Paul Alberti, Bruce Butcher, Ron Parrott, and also on a recurring basis, Matthew West. Thanks a lot, fellas.